First this noontime, though, we're working breaking news on the Ebola outbreak. A news conference is just about to get underway at the Nebraska Medical Center regarding the arrival of 33-year-old Ashoka Mukpo, the former Rhode Islander who became the 5th American infected with the Ebola virus. And you'll be able to watch this news conference live on WPRI.com. We'll also bring you an update later in the newscast. Now, the plane bringing him back to the States touched down overnight in the state of Maine before it headed to Nebraska. The freelance cameraman, whose parents still live in Rhode Island, was able to walk off the plane under his own power before he was loaded into an ambulance. Eyewitness News reporter Todd Wallace is live in our studio now with the latest details.
And Danielle, the man from Rhode Island who tested positive for the disease in Liberia is now in a hospital in Nebraska. 33-year-old Ashoka Mukpo is being treated in isolation at the Nebraska Medical Center. Ashoka Mukpo is now being treated for Ebola in a specialized isolation unit at the Nebraska Medical Center. The freelance cameraman became ill last week while working for NBC in Liberia, one of the countries in the midst of the outbreak. Officials had planned to be on hand to admit him quickly.
From the time he exits the ambulance to the time he enters the unit will be about a minute.
Doctors will use the lessons they learned while treating American doctor Rick Sacra. He also contracted Ebola while in Liberia, but tested negative for the virus after treatment at the same Nebraska facility. The same team that cared for Sacra will care for Mukpo. That team is over 40 people and growing as they are training new people. And Mukpo was the 5th American to be evacuated to the United States for treatment since the start of the Ebola outbreak, which the World Health Organization says has killed more than 3,400 people. Live in the studio, Todd Wallace, Eyewitness News.